All right, welcome back to Weather for Weather Geeks. It's Monday evening, the 9th day of March here in 2020. What a beautiful end of the weekend we had yesterday and another great day today. Not quite as sunny this afternoon as it was on Sunday, but still, temperatures blasted off as expected today, starting out in the upper 40s this morning. That's about where we'll start tomorrow morning as well. 66 the high today. Now, this was not the warmest day of 2020 so far. Back in the dead of winter on January 11th, we had a 70-degree day. So today goes down in the record books as the second warmest day of 2020 so far. Notice the record is only a few years old. Like on this date in 2016, it was a very, very spring-like 73 degrees. So we did 66 here locally. It was 67 Akron-Canton Airport, 67 in New Philly, 66 in Pittsburgh, and 67 in Cleveland. Not much variety for high temperatures across the region today. All right, it certainly felt like spring over the last couple of days, and now spring continues its march northward way ahead of schedule, and in some places 2-3 weeks ahead of schedule. Starting to get a leaf out occurring all the way up to the Ohio River, down towards Marietta, Parkersburg area, Charleston, West Virginia, and even as far north as Morgantown and Clarksburg, West Virginia, starting to see some budding going on. You might see a few buds here and there around our area, but nothing significant as of yet. More significant greening up of things occurring in parts of West Virginia, Kentucky, and certainly over towards Virginia, the nation's capital, up towards Baltimore, Philadelphia, and New York City as well. And with the kind of forecast we have coming for the next couple of weeks, not going to be surprised if we have officially a very early leaf out this year. But I would caution you, of course, that despite a warm early spring pattern, our last frost and freeze around here, the 30-year average date of that is the first week of May. So you got to be careful. Don't get overly ambitious when it comes to planting things and not worrying about covering up things as we go through March and April, because it's usually early May, as far as an average goes, that we see our last 32-degree reading. All right, in the meantime, it's mild out there this evening, and we've got a pretty good wall of water off to our west. Some rain's going to push in overnight tonight. This will be after midnight, probably 2, 3, 4 in the morning, the average start time on this. And as we head off to work and school Tuesday morning, showers will be around. Now, showers will stick around just about all morning. And then from west to east, they'll end early in the afternoon. The rain may be done in places such as Newton Falls and Craig Beach, Hanoverton, up towards Mesopotamia, maybe as early as 1 o'clock or so. It may take until 3 to 3:30 once you're over into western PA around Sharon and Mercer and Greenville and Newcastle. But the rain will depart, and there may even be some late day, last second clearing of the sky. We'll have to watch out for a nice sunset Tuesday evening. All right, as far as how much rain to expect tonight into midday tomorrow, here's a look at our model spread. The RPMs on the low end, GFS ensemble on the high end. Good average, I think, will be in the middle. I think this is reasonable. A quarter of an inch to a third of an inch. Seems pretty reasonable to me as far as how much rain to expect. All right. A couple of days that may look a little threatening coming up Wednesday and Thursday, but very little, if any, precipitation should fall. I've got real low-end chances in our forecast. This weak little disturbance, that dashed black line, might trigger a shower or a sprinkle Wednesday afternoon. Maybe a late-day shower on Thursday, but most of the showers with our next cold front wait until Thursday night and early Friday morning to impact us around here. Temperatures compared to the average. All right, yes, there is going to be a cool down. I've got a high of 62 in Thursday's forecast, but then a step back towards average for Friday and the weekend. The weekend will not be as warm as this past weekend turned out to be, but for the third or fourth weekend in a row, I think, we've got a mostly benign forecast in store for the upcoming weekend. There's a small chance we'll get grazed by just a touch of snow or flurries Saturday night, especially south of Route 30. I think that's a low-end thing at this point. You'll notice next week our bars start trending upwards, and the warmth does look mighty impressive next week. I think we'll see more 60s as we head into next week. And I, at this point, would not even rule out a 70-degree day at some point, probably towards the middle of next week, right around St. Patrick's Day. Let me roll our model forward here. This is today's run of the European model, showing temperatures compared to average. And here's our little cool down for the weekend. Notice the blues and greens make some inroads down to about the Ohio River, but then that ridge starts flexing its muscle again next week, and boy, that's a blowtorch looking pattern. Look at that. Europeans showing temperatures at the 5,000 foot level as much as 13 to 17 degrees Celsius warmer than average, and that will probably translate, if this has the right idea, which I suspect it does, that will probably translate into highs for us at least in the middle, perhaps even upper 60s, and I'm not at this point going to rule out a 70-degree day right around St. Patrick's Day, right around the middle of next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, something around the 17th through the 19th. Some of the warmest weather we've seen so far, except for that weird day on January the 11th. Some of the warmest weather we've seen so far this year may be coming our way middle of next week, and yeah, things are going to start greening up in a hurry if that pattern were to continue for much of the rest of March. All right, that's it for me tonight. Thanks for always checking out Weather for Weather Geeks here on ericwfmj.com, my YouTube, my Facebook, my Twitter. Make sure you're following me on all the social media outlets, and have a great rest of your Monday night.